Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Control Expert Training. I'm your host, Leandro Mala, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can access to the web server of the OPC module, how we can change the firmware OPC module when we have the secure or advanced mode selected. Okay, I'm going to go through this very fast because I did the video and the video wasn't saved in the PC, so I'm not going to spend 20 minutes doing everything again. So let's go to the presentation. So in the OPC module, you have the control port in the front and you have the possibility to communicate over backplane. Okay, so on the backplane, you need to set the IP address. That's the one that I'm using to access through the M580 service. Okay, so by default, when you bought a new equipment, is on the advanced or secure mode, depending on the version of the firmware. Depending on the product version that you have of the module, if we have the advanced or secure layer there. Okay, but the important thing is that if you want something simple without any security, then you just need to go to a standard mode, which is pointing to the left or to the bottom, and you have one specific user and password to do that. If you want to specify different credentials, different users, and more advanced things about the OPC mode card, then you just need to go to the advanced or secure mode. In order to access, you just need to go to our website and then just point to the IP address of the equipment. So in my case, I access into the OPC backplane through the service in the M580. As soon as you add it, you have a suite control port that needs to be in a different network compared with backplane. So I use the backplane because I want everything to be in the same network in my case. And then that's it basically. That's all you need to do on the OPC module part. In order to share variables is a little bit different. As soon as you create the variables, just need, what I usually do is to select HMI variables. Okay, click on the variables that you want to share, project settings, and here on variables, where they are, here, PLC embedded data, select data dictionary, and only HMI variables. Okay, so in order to share the variables, need to be the one that are on HMI variables, and data dictionary needs to be activated on your project, otherwise it will not work. So once you have done that, just need to download the configuration to the M580 and we'll spread the configuration to the whole backplane. Then you should be able to access to the website. So it's going to be 60 in my case. And here we just need to access to the new configuration. It's going to be admin. It's going to be password, but I already changed that. Okay, and I'm going to go back and reset it because it took me ages. So I'm going to use the new password I have added, administrator 1 exclamation. Administrator 1 exclamation mark. What was the user now? Jesus Christ. Admin. Okay, so I created a different user. Administrator 1 exclamation mark. So if you take a look now, it's quite different compared to the original version of the standard. In the standard you had home and diagnostics, and that's it. Here we have this tab. On the access control, see they have this security administrator. Okay, but what we need to do is to add a new user. Okay, so let's see, admins, let's create it, admins, password admins 1 exclamation admins one exclamation, and we just need to select Pro installer, but I'm going to select everything. Then you just need to apply. Okay, so you have this admin's new role that will allow you to use the firmware update. Otherwise, you shouldn't be able to do it with the admin. So on the settings part, you should be able to see a few things that you need to configure or just deactivate. By default, the IPsec. I need to turn it off, and I believe this one, sorry, forwarding, and also put it off. Okay, and then just apply the result. So that will be it for this part. We just need to access to create a user, and that user is the one that we need to use on the here device automation device maintenance. On settings, we should be able to see the package where the firmware should be located. So the firmware must be downloaded from our website. If you go to the OBC UA module, you should be able to see this. The firmware downloaded and put it over here. We start the automation device maintenance in order to be able to see on the catalog the OBC anyway. Here we just need to put the IP address, add device. Here you should be able to trust the certificate, okay, because it's going to be new. The device is reachable, that's why you have that. Then here we just need to use admins one, save and connect, and it's in green. Here we just need to select firmware, the firmware that we want to use, save, and here we just need to click on the device, update, and continue with this next, and wait for it to finish. Something very important is that when it finished the update, it will set firmware unable to update or something similar, and you have the red cross. But it's not 100% true, because when you change the firmware, it seems that the certificate also changed, so you will need to log in again, trust the certificate, and then you should be able to see that it has the newer firmware. Okay, all this took me like 20 minutes to do it and explain that, but I don't know, the system didn't say the record, so it just doing it faster. But something important is that if you use already on standard, okay, I recommend you to do a reset. Okay, go to the reset, plug it in, just wait for the LEDs to turn on again, remove it, change to advanced mode, put it back, wait for it to come back to life, and then proceed. Okay, and then you should be able to access to a new access to the web page after you have downloaded the program. Web page, on the web page you should be able to change the new password. Okay, you need to use admin, and the default password is password, so you need to change that for a new one, and don't use the asterisk, it doesn't work, which is, that's why you use the exclamation mark. But yeah, it's very straightforward if you follow that advice. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and see you on the next one.